Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video over on Ark Survival Ascended, and I'm going to show you how to easily tame and, capture a MANAGARMR. They're not really difficult. You can see this one's like freaking out and wigging out. There's actually a little bit of a trick to get them stuck like I've just done it right here. And it's really simple, and I'm going to show you because they kind of messed them up, the ability to catch them in Ark Survival Ascended. And all you have to do is get them in a cage and then knock them out. Now, the one thing that can be difficult is because this dude's like moving all over the place, they can be kind of hard to lock down. But once you get them, obviously it's super easy. So this is a MANAGARMR. You can see this one's level 70. And yeah, I've got a really powerful trank rifle that, knocked it out, but that doesn't matter. So basically all you're going to need is a couple of metal gateways. Now, in my personal opinion, I like to have at least 6. So I bring 6 metal gateways and 4 large bear traps. Now what you're going to do is basically set up, once you find a MANAGARMR, by the way, don't do this until you've actually found a MANAGARMR. You're going to set up 1, 2, 3, 4 bear traps, just like that. Now the reason that we're setting up 4 bear traps is because what's going to happen is the MANAGARMR is going to take off into the sky, pound on the ground, take off into the sky, pound on the ground. And there is no easy way to tame them except unless you have a trap for them, right? So you're literally going to stand right in the middle of these 4, let it aggro to you. It will land, get stuck in one of the bear traps. When it's stuck in the bear trap, you are going to place a minimum of 3 gates. 1 on the front shoulder, 1 in the middle section, and then 1 on the back section. The reason I say bring 5 or 6 is because in the moment it can be very difficult to actually, get all of this working. So I really encourage you to bring a couple extra because you might mess up, and you just want to, the more gates isn't a problem. You just want to make sure you get it stuck, right? That's the plan. So I'm going to go ahead and spawn in a 150 MANAGARMR, and let's go ahead and say, hello, MANAGARMR. This one's level 150. Now you can see how it takes to the sky and it literally just jumps all over the place. They are so hard to get a hold of because they just do this. And I don't know how you're planning on shooting them. If you're going to tank it with a stego and hope for the best, you can do that if you want. I am a fan of the easy way, which is this way. So let's go ahead and run over to our bear traps, wait for it to get stuck like it just did. 1 on that front shoulder, 1 in the middle, 1 towards the back end of it, just like that. And then you want to make sure, see how I've got all 3 of those. Technically you can do this with just 2, but I just went ahead and did it like that anyways. So you can see that now this thing is going to try and escape, but it cannot escape because it's going to continue to just blast into the ceiling and it's stuck in place, making it such an easy tame. So this is probably the best way to tame these things. And then you just knock them out, right? You just use your trank darts or your arrows or whatever you got to use in order to get these things knocked out. Now, a 150 will take quite a few shots. Headshots are the best way to go with these things because they also take that increased headshot multiplier. And then once those are done, you can go ahead and take care of the metal gates. Now, again, recommendations, because getting a 150 MANAGARMR is incredibly difficult. I'm going to highly encourage you to kill everything nearby because things do aggro to these things because the snow biome in this zone is incredibly dangerous. So yeah, basically that. So now I'm going to show you in full chaos mode what it's actually going to look like in order to actually tame one of these things. So basically I'm going to spawn in a MANAGARMR. We're going to say we found it, right? He is now aggroed to us on the ground. This is the full process. You have to wait 10 seconds for these things to activate. So the first thing you should do is place down your 4 of these guys as quick as possible and then kind of just, move around in a circle. He will eventually dive down and he'll do a significant chunk of damage. So some riot armor because of the cold is probably a really good call. And as soon as you are ready, go in the middle of 4 of these, wait for him to get stuck. He will. It's a process of waiting for him to hit the ground. Come on now, buddy. There we go. You hear the thing go off. They will sometimes land like this. And remember, take your time. Don't freak out. And then get at least 3 placed on him. I would encourage you to do it more if you can, because the more, the merrier. And just like that, the trap works every single time. So 2 things that you need, that bear trap. I've seen people try and do it without a bear trap. I've never seen someone successfully do it without a bear trap, but it is what it is. So we're going to go ahead and knock this one out. Now that we've got it in place, it's a 150, so it's going to take a few shots. Remember, I said headshots because you get the multiplier if possible. And there you go. It's that easy. So that is the easiest way that you can go ahead and tame yourself a MANAGARMR. and it's honestly not a hard thing to do at all. You just need gates. You can use stone gates. You will need the large bear traps though, so keep that in mind. You can technically, if you're really, really good at this game, I am not personally, you can use a chain bola. I've never seen someone succeed, but it's doable. So anyways, hopefully this video helps you out in order to tame yourself a MANAGARMR. So anyways, other than that, Teach out.